Hey, good morning, fam. It's your boy Josh. That heat came. All I can say is wow. That was painful to watch, and one of the worst basketball games I've watched in a very long time. I definitely enjoyed the WNBA game much better last night. Lowry and Strus are now 1 of 28 from the field and 1 of 19 from 3 over the last 2 games, and they were 0 of 15 last night, which is the worst backcourt shooting in playoff history. That's not what you want at all. I think it's safe to say it's a wrap, but we should have a much better game today as the Warriors look to close out the Mavs back in the Bay. So, let's get hunting. The Mavs at Warriors has a 7-point spread and a 216 implied total. The Warriors have been throwing different zone defenses at Luka, including a 3-2 zone, because the Warriors have struggled to keep Luka from getting to the paint and to the free throw line. The 3-2 zone is vulnerable to teams that utilize a lot of 3-point shooters like the Mavs, because if the switching and rotations are not on point, then there's going to be a lot of open 3-point shots. And Jason Kidd adjusted to this zone defense by putting Luka off the ball in the wing corner, which allowed Luka to catch and shoot or drive to the paint with minimal resistance, since the Warriors failed to rotate properly, as you can see in this snapshot, where Brunson brings the ball up top and dishes it out to Luka on the wing, where he had open shots and driving lanes all game long. This mid-game adjustment by the Mavs definitely contributed to the efficient 3-point shooting we saw in that last game. The Mavs shot almost 50% from 3 and finished with 20 threes to the Warriors' only 10 threes. We should expect to see major adjustments by the Warriors defense today. I think that we'll have to use more man-to-man defense, which will let Luka get easier buckets in that mid to 10-foot range where he thrives, but it will prevent those easy open 3-point shots from the secondary guys. Thus, Luka should rack up points today, and he will also fill the stat line in the elimination game, so lock in his fantasy and real points. And Brunson and Dinwiddie will also get to the basket with ease if the Warriors switch to man defense, so their points can be considered as well. All the other secondary pieces for the Mavs overperformed last game, and I think they will regress back to their means on the road, especially in a very hostile environment. So I will only target Finney's 5 rebounds, because I don't think he puts up 20 plus points again. And Chase Center will be rocking today. And once Nate Dogg pumps through the speakers and E40 starts to get the crowd pumped up, it's game on. I think the Warriors will come out very aggressive and try to set the tone early on. These are the times that I like to target Dre, during crucial and energy-driven moments. He should be very aggressive on the glass and on defense right from the start, so we can target his first half fantasy points and his rebounds too. He will feed off the crowd and show up today. And Steph will have to match Luka's scoring if the Warriors want to end this series today. So I like his 27.5 points and his 3.5 3-point made. His rebounds are live too, since the Mavs should continue to chuck it from 3. I also like targeting Clay in key games at home, especially his 3-point shooting, so I really like his 2.5 threes. He can catch fire at home and easily clear this in 1 quarter. He will also go all in on defense and rack up stocks, and should play around 40 minutes, so he can target his fantasy points too. I think Wiggins will come up big on the glass today, especially on the offensive side, so I like his 6 rebounds, and he should take 5 plus threes too, so we can target his 1.5 threes as well. And the other X factor, Looney, should play with a lot of heart, and thus rack up the offensive rebounds and get second chance putbacks. So I will go with his 7.5 points and 9.5 rebounds too. So let's recap our favorite targets so far. First, Luka 58 fantasy points or first half 16.5 points. Second, Dre's first half fantasy points or 7.5 rebounds. And third, Steph's 27.5 points or 5.5 rebounds. And fourth, Clay's 2.5 3-point made or 30 fantasy points. And lastly, Wiggins' 6 rebounds or 1.5 3-point made. The Warriors are undefeated at home during these playoffs, so I really hope this streak continues today. But like I said before, one of the hardest things to do in the association is to close the team out. So I do think the Mavs will go down fighting, and thus it should be a good game and very stressful for me. But come join me and Gunn for the live stream later today at 4 p.m. Eastern. We will outline our favorite props and create a game script for you. We'll also open up some new card packs to help guide our decision making. So as always, best of luck everyone. I hope we crush it, and take care.